there, Sharon. Happy Monday. Just finishing up a little coloring I'm doing. Hi there, Lori. Nice to see you also. Hi there, Linda. I know some of you, well, I hope all of you are watching from Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe, not the VIP group. Facebook used to let us immediately connect to our group from our business page. It's a little different now. So the best place to catch my Facebook Lives is always going to my business page, which is called Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe on Facebook. And just a reminder that going forward, my Monday Facebook Lives will be at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And what else do I want to say? While we're waiting for others to join on, I'll just show you, I have a new class to go that was announced yesterday, and it features the Bewitching bundle. And this also has, the bundle has a stamp set and a punch. So it's lots of fun, and that punch just makes creating that much easier for us. So the full class includes the bundle. You can also get option 2, same supplies without the bundle. And then of course, the PDF tutorial is always $15 for this class. And with that, you'll make 8 different cards, 4 each of 2 different designs. And one of those designs is a slimline card. So lots and lots of fun. If you are not on my newsletter and did not receive the email about this yesterday, just let me know. Send me a message with your email address and I'll get you signed up. Or you can subscribe to my blog and or newsletter at stampinpeace.com. You can also get all the information on that class at stampinpeace.com, as that posted to my blog yesterday as well. Yes, Lori, all signed up for that class. Lori does lots of my classes. Linda, I'm glad you got the card and that you liked it. I hope you had a wonderful time out of town, whatever you were doing. Beth Bryce says, perfect day in Iowa. Isn't that nice? Isn't it amazing how just a little change in the weather can really change your mood and your whole outlook and your entire day? Doris, thanks for sharing and thanks for joining me. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Barbara. I am having a good afternoon. Hello, Carol, Mary Lou. Who did I miss here? And Sharon, who was the first to join us. Mary Lou, thank you also for sharing. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make an easy gift box with a hinged lid. This is something I received from my friend Jackie Mayer on a recent craft weekend I went to with a few girlfriends. And she gave everybody this handmade box. You can see the angled hinged lid. And then inside she had kind of just some business supplies, Post-it notes. There's a mini, can you see it? A mini mechanical pencil and a mini highlighter. I thought this was going to be a chapstick, but it's actually a mini highlighter. And then she also had some fun binder clips in there as well, which I'm already using for all of my printouts and copies for my blogging intensive class I'm working on right now. But it was so cute and so fun, and I brought it home, and I thought, my first thought was, what a very cute box that, and the contents of it really is what made me think, what a cute teacher gift this would make. And then I got to thinking about what other ways would I use this gift box. And I thought, well, I like to give gift cards. I have adult children and adult nieces, so I like to give gift cards a lot, but I always like to use some kind of fun packaging. And I thought, well, these would be perfect to enclose a small gift and a gift card. So let me flip my camera around right now, and we're going to get started making this gift box with the hinged lid. While I'm flipping my camera, would you please share this live video and invite others to join us for today's project? Okay. Oh, it looks like some people have been receiving happy mail. Hi there, Lori. Hi, Jean. Nice to have you. All right, to make this box, you need a piece of cardstock and a piece of designer series paper. And both of these have the same dimensions, 7.5 by 8.5. Okay, 7.5 by 8.5. And your finished box is going to be 3.5 inches wide, 4.5 inches deep, and 2 inches high. So you can get some pretty good things in there. Like I said, Jackie had some butterfly clips. There's still plenty of room in here to add even more. So especially fun for a teacher gift. But today, I'm using, oh, what's this paper called? He's the Man. All right. I'm using some DSP from the He's the Man suite. And it's got, this particular sheet has a camping motif to it. On both of these, you will need to, let me raise this a little bit. On both of these, you will need to, score each side at 2 inches, okay? So going around all the sides, you're going to need to score at 2 inches. In a perfect life, I think I would have a video camera that just hung from the ceiling, and it would always be in the same place. I would love that. But maybe in the future, right? Okay. Oh, some more people are jumping on. Wonderful. So again, I'm going to start with scoring at 2 inches along each side of my cardstock. And then I'm going to do the same thing. While I have my paper trimmer scoring tool out, I'm going to do the same thing on my DSP. I'm going to caution you on the DSP. When you are scoring DSP, you do not have to press as hard. I press pretty firmly when I'm scoring the cardstock, but you don't want to press quite as hard when you're doing designer series paper, because it is so much thinner. And Stampin' Up! Has high quality pattern paper. It's not thin as a lot of companies' paper, but your pattern paper is always going to be, no matter where you get it from, Stampin' Up! Or elsewhere. Of course, I hope you buy Stampin' Up! Because I think we have the best quality. But you just want to remember, it's not as thick as cardstock, so you don't want to press quite as hard. Now, I find that when you're making this box, it's easiest to start with the bottom, the box bottom. And the first thing you're going to do, you can see I have all my score lines, 2 inches from each side. And on both of the short sides, I'm going to cut a straight line on the scored line up into that 2-inch mark, up into the first, I'll call it the first intersection. And again, you're doing this on each short side. Then on these 4 corner squares, you just want to cut out a little triangle, to make that kind of angled. And the angle will be right next to the straight line you just cut. And you're going to do that on all 4 of those corners. Christine, hello, and thank you for sharing. I appreciate you doing that. Who else is here? There's Amy. Linda also shared. Thank you so much. I guess I should really be using my bone folder just to get a little nicer crease, especially with making a box. I'm gonna go back over that other side. Okay, so this is how the box is going to come together. Those small pieces will fold in. So to do that, hi Shar, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for watching and sharing from Wisconsin. I like to use the multi-purpose glue, and I'll explain in just a moment as I'm putting this together. Whoops, those are squiggly lines, aren't they? I like to use these because when you're making this box, you want to make sure that your the edge of this end matches up with the corner next to it. And you also want to make sure that you're smooth across the top. See, this is not quite smooth. So that means I need to come in just a little bit more. Take it to the corner a little bit more. And down. So that multi-purpose liquid glue gives me the freedom to slide things around like that. And then I just like to put my hand inside and press those ends down. Now I'm going to do the same thing, putting the glue on those small flaps, folding over the end flap, and I want to match up these top edges of the box and also the corners and the corner edges. And I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm just going to reach inside and hold that in place. Get that glue to stick a little bit. And that should be good. So now I have the bottom of my box complete. Now, when you make the top, right off the bat, you need to pay attention to your designer series paper. Make sure it's in the correct direction. So this is going to be the top, and this is going to be the bottom that I refer to. So along the bottom, we're going to cut up just like that. Okay. I'm going to flip it, and on the top, I'm going to do the same thing. Like, give me a moment to think. Where's my cheat sheet here? I want to make sure I got this correct. Okay, there it is. Now I can see it. All right, so you're going to do the same thing on the other end. And then we're going to cut some angles, but we only need to cut the angles on those 2 top flaps. Remember, this is my top. My paper's directional. It's a little bit easier to remember top and bottom when you're using a directional DSP for this gift box. If it's a non-directional DSP, I guess you don't really have to think so much about the top and bottom. But you want to note that the top, you're going to cut the angle. The bottom, you don't need to cut the angle, okay? The reason being is, let me use a pencil here. We're going to get rid of all of this. And this is how we made that angled side, right? The angled side of our lid. Now, to do this, you can use a straight edge or ruler and go from the score line here to this intersection and draw a line and cut it with your scissors or even with your paper trimmer. I do lots of paper crafting and I trust myself pretty well. So I typically don't draw that line, but if you feel more comfortable using that line as your guide, go ahead and do so. What I do is typically just mark that little, the two endpoints where I want to go. And then I make sure that those, like the intersection here would have a point, and then I'd have a little tick mark right at that 2-inch score line. And then I'm just going to cut. And when I get close to that intersection down here, I'll pretty much be able to feel if I'm there all the way. And then that piece just pulls out. Oh, my edge is a little fuzzy there. That tells me it's about time to change my cutting blade. So I'll do that right after. Oops, I'll do that right after I end the Facebook Live. But that is a good tip for knowing that it's time to change your blade when it's not giving you a nice cut on your paper. And when that happens, like I said, I'll be changing my blade after I finish this live. When that happens, I just go along the edge with my paper snips and kind of clean it up a little bit. Some people would use maybe a sand paper or sand block, something like that. I honestly don't fuss over it too much because when the whole project is complete, you really won't even notice that. But I kind of cleaned it up there. The other thing you can do if you're still not satisfied, because this paper obviously has kind of a white core, you can take a little bit of ink. This, I'm going to use Early Espresso. Let's see here. And I'll just put some Early Espresso ink on a sponge dauber and then just go right along that edge. And you can see as I'm going along here, it's just darkening that edge so that white core of this paper is not so noticeable. All right. One of the tricks of the trade, because I always like things too. And I just think if we are making something, taking the time to make something handmade, you should try to finish off the project in a way that it looks very professional. And that is one way to achieve that when you get that white edge. The other thing is, and I don't typically draw with a red pencil, but I wanted you to see it against the color of my DSP. But you want to, if you're marking your lines with a pencil, you want to go in and make sure that you erase any pencil marks that you can still see, okay? So now, oh, and I did this upside down. I was talking about Mary Knabe. Oh, okay. As I was telling you, I was, okay, let me think about this a second. So what I wanted was this. So now it's not going to open up the way I want it to. I wanted the hinge to be at the back, not at the front, but I'll use that. Let me redo that. And my apologies. I had it laid out. I've got a sample laid out beside me. And I thought I was following along, and here my sample is upside down. So that's not going to help. Okay, so again, 7.5 by 8.5. So I'm just going to cut off 3.5. That gives me my, no, I'm going to cut off 4.5. Oh my gosh. A Monday. And of course, I'm trying to do the math and subtract, but you can open up your open up the arm of your paper trimmer. So let me double check. 8.5 by 7.5. I'm quickly going to score at 2 inches all the way around. And then I'm going to snip those score lines up to the 2-inch mark. Oh, wait a second. Did I? Oh, no, I did it right. Okay. I had it upside down. This is the front side, right? But we're actually going to kind of work backwards. And it's the... No, it's not right. Sorry. Okay. Let me pull this in here so I know what I'm doing. Okay. So this needs to go... Now I'm getting myself all mixed up. Okay, I should have put it in first. Okay, so this flap, okay, the top is going to be the flap that you're putting in here. All right, and what happened was I drew my lines backwards. And down here at the bottom, this is going to be the bottom facing part, cover up the bottom part of the box. So I'm making this so the hinge is here and the closed end of the lid is going to be in front, okay? Which means then I have to cut this direction. That's what I did wrong, right? Nope. This way. Drew my lines in the wrong place, the wrong direction. You know what? I'm not even going to draw lines this time. So I will correct that on my template before I... Double checking here before I post that. I'm glad I didn't show you the template first. That would have been even more confusing. I apologize. All right, so when you get those pieces removed, this is what it looks like. And again, If you need some more guidance, go ahead and draw those straight lines on there. I was looking at my template upside down, phooey me. So this is how it's going to come together. That flap at the top is going to go on the back side here, okay? On the inside, the back of the inside. And then these other pieces, the angles are going to fold down. And these short pieces, the short tabs, are going to be tucked in. So this is how it's going to go together. All right. Now, when I make this, I find it's best to not insert the flap into the inside yet. I want to work on this closed end of my lid. And once again, I'm going to use multi-purpose glue. And then I'm going to fold those small flaps in. I want to match up the corner on each side with the edge of that outer flap. That looks pretty good. And then I also want to match up all of the straight edges along this bottom or this top, depending on which direction you're holding it. Oh, thanks for your understanding, Amy. You know, I've made several of these today. I was just having fun. And I've made several. I made my template first and then made several, and everything went well. And of course, when I'm demonstrating is when I'm looking at my template upside down and make a mistake. So, but it's nice to be around an understanding group, right? We all make mistakes at one time or another. No big deal. And it's paper, right? It's paper. We can't get too worked up because it's just paper. We're not dealing in diamonds and gold. Although when you make a handmade gift and give a handmade gift or card, I do consider it priceless because not everybody is willing to put in the time and effort and creativity into making something handmade. So think of it that way. What you're giving somebody is very valuable, and it's hard to put a price on it. All right, so now I have my box with the hinged lid, and so sorry for that confusion. So ultimately, this is what your template's going to be like, with this being the top, okay, lid top, and this is the end, glue to inside back of the box, and this is the front closed end of lid. And I'll make you a nice template to go on the blog post. All right, so does everybody see how that came together? I have another sample bottom. So I'll show you. This is what I mean when I say glue this to the inside back. But of course, you're just going to tuck it there for now, and you're going to make the closed end. And the reason I say make the closed end first and do it right over the box bottom, because sometimes we have a tendency to glue these and make them a little too tight. If they're off just a smidge, it's not going to fit nicely on that box, okay? So that's why I wanted you to see that I like to make the closed end of the lid and adhere it to itself. And once that's done, then tuck in the back, all right? Just make sure when you're adhering the closed end of the lid that you're doing it around the box itself, the main part of the box, okay? All right, so let's finish this off. Again, this designer series paper is from the He's the Man suite. 2 of the sheets in the He's the Man designer series paper pack You know what? Let me just pull the whole thing out so you can see. Two of the sheets in the paper pack are all these die cuts. So you get a great assortment of die cuts for the classic card, and all the papers have a theme too. Camping, barbecuing, sort of classic, bow tie, businessy, that kind of thing, classic cars, tools. But then you get these two sheets of all these different cutouts, and they're super easy. You can just punch them out like that. Super easy to punch out. So you could use that pack of paper just for quick and easy card making, or quick and easy boxes, or quick and easy crafts, right? No stamping involved with the He's the Man Designer Series paper. But I've pulled these pieces and I thought I'll just pull out some and see what kind of fun I want to add to this. That covers up a lot of the box, so I don't think I want that. Oh, I kind of like this. Strong and courageous. Look at this. Hope your day is a grand adventure. And this is what I do with those die cuts. I just kind of lace them out that go with the theme I want, or the theme of the DSP. And then I start playing. This is fun too. Put a little arrow there. Hope your day is a grand adventure. I like this one too. Holy smokes, you're the best. Has kind of that campfire motif going. But I think that I'm going to do this. Strong and courageous. No, I think I'm going to do hope your day is a grand adventure. I think that would be fun to use for a birthday. Don't forget to use up the edges of your dimensionals, Stampin' Dimensionals. Save money where you can, right? I'm kind of frugal that way, but that helps me enjoy my craft even more. And then I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals also. This will be a fun way to give a birthday gift. Hi there, Holly. And just for a pop of color, I'm going to add some of these stars. I think I'll add the small, what color is that? Crushed curry. I'm going to add some small crushed curry stars. Just a small dot of glue is all you need. A dot is a lot. This would be nice too if somebody you know maybe is going on a trip or got a new camper and they're taking it out for the first season, anything like that. But I think it makes a great birthday gift as well. Now let's talk about a few things we can put inside. We all love the idea of the sticky notes and the gift cards. Beth says, how about a Starbucks card? Always love my Starbucks card. Oh, Beth, you're a teacher. Okay. Yes, you love the sticky notes and the $5 Starbucks card. Those are popular. I think very popular gifts. A stack of 3x3 cards in here, the 3x3 gift enclosure cards that we make. Great idea, Amy. Oh, Lori, I'm glad I'm relatable to you with my mistakes. Thank you so much. Yes, we're all human. How about some other ideas? The note cards do not fit, okay? Note card sizes, that is 3.5 by 5 inches for the note cards, 3.5 by 5. How about tags? How about if you're going to a holiday get-together and you make a bunch of gift tags and use some pretty holiday DSP, fill the box with little gift tags and ribbons, and that would be neat. A pair of socks. Okay, here's something I thought of. A pair of socks. You could roll up a pair of socks and even drop in a gift card with that as well. Anything else you can think of? How about a fishing lure? Car wash gift cards, air fresheners with that. Awesome. Okay, here's one that my daughter and son-in-law like to go to different like craft breweries and try out different kinds of beer. I don't even know what all the different ones are, but that's something that they enjoy doing when they go out. And I thought, well, this would be a fun little, they just got married in June, but maybe a fun little, give a fun little anniversary gift in the future, or for John for his birthday and a gift card to one of their favorite places, Brewdog. But I could put in some fun socks. Nail polishes, yes, and some small nail files, candy, of course, the fuzzy socks. For dads, how about a tie? Roll up a tie and stick it in there, right? An ornament. Did I miss anything back here? A box, snacks and treats. Oh, yes. Yes. Definitely. So as you can see, we can come up with lots and lots of ideas for our gift box with the hinged lid. Again, here's the one Jackie made for me. I love these colors. They Hershey Nuggets, yes. I have a chair up in my living room, just this color. So I picked this. It was too pretty just to put away. I'm obviously going to use the things inside it, but I thought I'm going to put this box on display up there. Jewelry, yes, yes. You guys are awesome. Okay, now I have another one almost completed, and I will finish it and take a picture of this and post it to the blog. But since we used the Apple Harvest bundle the other day, I thought, okay, we talked about warmers for the cold. Yes. Like the hand warmers, foot warmers. Oh, absolutely. Oh, great idea. You guys are awesome. You gave me even more ideas than I already had. But I just stamped this with the Apple Harvest stamp set, and I'm going to die cut it. We don't have the dies now, but remember September 1st, you will be able to buy the dies that go along with the Apple Harvest, and it's for September only. We're Stampin' Up's calling it the Perfect Pairings promotion. So more information coming on that soon. But yes, I'll die cut this and I'll put it on here, and maybe I'll put the, thanks teacher, or maybe I'll use the little alphabet set and put a teacher name, something like that. You can also, surprise somebody with maybe a gift card to the apple orchard, a fall activity, I guess I'm saying. Hi there, Vicki from Australia. It's morning there. Oh my goodness. It is, what time is it? 4:38 p.m. here in Ohio, in the United States. So I'm glad you woke up and joined me. Tea bags are a great idea. Oh, you guys are awesome. Super awesome. So many fabulous ideas. So like I said, my first thought, just based on what Jackie put in the box that she gave to us crafters, and many of us are demonstrators that work together for the craft weekend. Just based on what she put inside her box made me immediately think of teacher gifts. And then when I kind of was trying to think more outside of the box, I thought, well, I'm going to try the He's the Man suite, this beautiful designer series paper, and see what ideas you would come up with to put inside of these. I love all of the ideas. Now my head's exploding about all the ways, different boxes I can make for different people and the gifts I can give them. I also thought, kids are going back to school, right? So we will be needing teacher gifts, but also what about college students? Okay. My niece is going back to school, let's see, a week or end of this week, maybe? I think the end of this week, maybe Sunday. So Karen, that's a good idea too. Soup and Kleenex for somebody's sip, like the little soup packs. Yes. Or the little drink packs that you put in the water. A fun stamp. Holly, I like the way you're thinking. Yes. If you know somebody that likes to stamp or to craft, maybe put some kind of little craft item in here. But anyways, I hope you like today's project. I will have a template that will be very easy for you to read, as well as explicit directions. I've got my little cheat sheet here, except for the fact that I looked at my template upside down with the first cut I made, but for my lid, but I will have that correct with all the directions, a nice template for you to refer to, even hang on to, print out, download, whatever. Gosh, I can't really send you a box as a free giveaway, but let me think, what do I have here? I'm sure I have some kind of fun dimensional. So how about, okay, I don't have anything sitting beside me, but I'm going to send somebody an embellishment package. It will be retired embellishments, but I'm going to send out a little embellishment package to one of you lucky viewers. So in the comments now, I would like you, thank you, Jean, I'm glad you like it. Doris, I'm glad you liked it and that you're here. If you would like to possibly be the winner of the embellishment package, please type the word embellishment or embellishments, since there will be more than one, in the comments. Okay, type the word embellishments in the comments, and I'll put together a little embellishment package to send out to somebody whose name I draw. Okay, Lori, was that a typo? You would like to win a 50? You're funny. All right. Any questions about what you've seen today? Any questions about the promotions going on? Celebration is still in effect until August 31st. So you have just over 2 more weeks to claim some freebies with a purchase, or by placing a $300 order or hosting a party of $300 in sales or more. And also there's a joining promotion. You can get the entire Making Plans collection, includes this wonderful kind of leather-bound decorative cover, all the pages you need, calendar pages. There's 3 notebooks, and there's a Making Plans stamp set, exclusive only. These are exclusive only for people who join now through August 31st. One thing to consider, I know the planner isn't for everybody. However, if you are interested in joining, but the bird die, no, Lori, I don't have that bird die. I know which one you mean, but I don't. And we do have additional products that are not included in our brochure that you can get free with an order. So you just need to go to my online store, click on celebration, and it will give you all the information and products available with your purchase. But one thing I was going to mention, if you are interested in joining, this is a great value, truly, but I know the planner is not for everybody. I know of somebody who joined. She got the great deal, $125 of product, and she joined for just $99 plus tax. All of that product ships free, and then she is gifting the Making Plans collection to somebody she knows that enjoys using planners. So that's something to think about with that. I will say that leaders were told last week there is a possibility that the hippo dies will run out before the end of the promotion. So if you have that hippo stamp set or are still planning to get the hippo stamp set and want the hippo dies to go with it, you should do that soon, because we were told there's a possibility that these hippo dies will be gone before the end of the promotion. Okay? But again, since new items were added beyond what's in this brochure, you can check that out on maryknabe.stampinup.net. All right, if there are no questions, I didn't see any more come up, but I will say goodbye. Thank you for joining me on this Monday afternoon, or Monday morning for the person who's watching from Australia. I'm assuming that's Monday morning, or would it be, gosh, I have to get out and look, or would it be Tuesday morning? I think it would be Monday morning. No, maybe it is Tuesday. I don't know. Whatever, wherever you are, whatever time it is, I'm glad you joined me, and I appreciate you viewing today's Facebook Live, and I hope you'll be back for more inspiration at Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe. I will see you again at 8 p.m. Eastern Time this Wednesday evening for another fun project. Until then, happy stamping. Have a great day.